Young is the man that starts on pole position. Dylan had a win in Dubai, he had a win in Bahrain, he really wants a win in India, and starting on pole position, Dylan, you're in the best place to do it.
Yeah, no, pretty happy to be on pole. It's a bit fortunate because the last race we had a bit of damage at turn 2 and I just tried to bring the car home. It was a bit of a mess, but yeah, really excited, and hopefully I'll get a good start, mate.
You were saying after the first race this morning that you were wondering why your pace was better in the second half of the race than the first. So now you've got to find that pace and really push early and try and break away from the others, haven't you?
Yeah, mate, I have to do it. Otherwise, I'm not coming back. So I've really got to try and get this win, and I'll be doing everything I can.
Fingers crossed. Good luck. So Dylan Young is the man on pole position. 2 years in a row. Dylan Young, many more than that. And you see how they progress year on year on year, and it is very encouraging indeed to then see how people rise up through the ranks into other categories. So Dylan Young ready to go. The Australian driver starting on pole position. Good to go. Fans are ready, we're ready, and as I was trying to make the point on the grid, Dylan Young though, pole man, could he be a race winner? It's been really good to see Dylan. He doesn't have a huge budget. He did admit yesterday that it's pretty well known that he doesn't have huge amounts of resource to go racing. He finds just about enough. The winner of that, therefore he starts 6th on the grid, and it's another example of teams and those in the know at the grid. Can Dylan Young translate this into a race win? Valdemar Eriksson, the young Danish driver, lining up with him at the front. So those are the two to keep an eye to. Dylan this weekend, 2nd, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 6th, and drama there for Manaf Hijawi coming over the brow. Now, is this going to delay the start? Can he get the car going? Yep, shut off engines, and everyone goes back to the grid. The race duration should be reduced accordingly. Dylan Young's emotions start to go through the roof now because he's just got himself all geared up, ready to go racing. He's completed. Dylan Young sits and waits, and this time hopes he gets a race. With a race win here, let's see, because 1, 2, 3 red lights are on. We wait for the 5 and then them to go out. Now, last race underway, bit of wheel spin from 1 or 2, good start there being made by Yuvan Sundaramurti, but a better start by Dylan Young puts him in the lead as they make the run down to turn 1 for the first time. They sweep through. Louis Foster again trying his demon outside line that he did in race 5. Valdemar Eriksson is in 2nd spot just behind Dylan Young then as they turn up towards turn 2. Josh Mason's gained a place already from the back. Ushijima has gone backwards, I'm afraid. He's dropped a couple of spots. Lagib Ali there coming under attack from Mason. Well, the leader Dylan Young is getting away, no question about it. Is that going to spoil the run into the next sequence? Let's see. While this battle's going on, Dylan Young is getting away, but Amandla here doesn't have to think about points in the battle as Dylan Young comes up to the end of lap 1 in the lead. Eriksson is 2nd, in 3rd place is Amandla, and the rest stream through. There, 5th is Louis Foster. Sundaramurti just up ahead of him, so 4th for the American driver. 5th is Foster over the line. The leader is Dylan Young, and at the end of lap 1, Dylan was 2 seconds to the good. Now, he's been complaining for a bit of the weekend that people get away from him early on. He has got away from people early on in this race, so he's disappeared up the road. That's exactly what he wanted to happen. Yards here. There's the leader, Dylan Young, then. Is he still being able to extend that gap over the rest of them? Let's see as the cars now come down through the right-hander of turn 12, up towards the timing line. Young goes through. Gap back, Eriksson round 2nd, Amandla in 3rd place, 4th still Sundaramurti, Foster is 5th, 6th is Ushijima, 7th is Ali, 8th is Mason, 9th is Corrada. Through they turn, and as they do so, Dylan Young's advantage, 1.6 seconds, it's another personal best lap for him, 1:31.7, so he still leads the way. They've still not really caught him, although we're talking about the fact that leading gaps are coming down, they've sort of plateaued a little bit now. The leading quintet, you can see how close 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th are, but actually, and onto the last lap of the race now goes Dylan Young then. There's the board, so Dylan Young powers past the pits. Makes the run down through turn 1. Young for a 3rd victory to come this season, and something quite nice about the fact that he's been to all these venues before and he's now going to have a win at each of the 3, Dubai, Bahrain and here in Chennai at the Madras Motor Race track. He's up at turn 4, makes his way now through the left and right sequence. Through he comes, and now powers up towards turn 6. There is Valdemar Eriksson, who's got away suddenly from Amandla, who is really busy defending from Louis Foster. Now, could we have a change for the last podium place on this last lap? Let's see. Through they come, but right now it is Dylan Young from Valdemar Eriksson. That, I think, is assured. But are we going to have a change for third? Foster dives out, has a look, tries to unsettle Amandla, who locks up, scrabbles into turn 8. Dylan Young is about to come through and score a race win. Louis Foster still crawling all over the back of Michelangelo Amandla. Here is Dylan Young, then he's going to win the last race of the weekend. Win number 3 in the MRF Challenge. Dylan Young, the Australian, takes the flag to win. Valdemar Eriksson second, and just third, Michelangelo Amandla fourth. Louis Foster as they come across the line. So Dylan Young is a very, very happy man indeed. 5th goes the way of Reese Ushijima. Lagim Ali takes 6th. 7th, after his spin, should be Juven Sundaramurti. And then for 8th place, to give time. So Dylan Young, Valdemar Eriksson, Michelangelo Amandla are the top 3. We'll have a short break and then go and join them in Parc Fermé. And a delighted Dylan Young drives down the pit lane, dedicating that to his engineers who've worked so hard to get a win for him this weekend. Handshakes all round amongst the engineers, never mind the drivers, but in a moment Dylan is about to jump out of the car. A drinks bottle awaits, and a very happy man indeed. Scores a race win. He's finally done it in Chennai after all of these years, all of these air miles. Today he has done it. Valdemar Eriksson joins us in Parc Fermé for second, and Dylan Young stands on the front of the car. Yes, he says, finally I've done it. Leaps down, and a great performance, controlling the race all the way from pole position. So in a moment, once the helmet's off and the winner's cap is there, we'll have a word with Dylan. This was a hard bit. Racing was easy, wasn't it? Getting your helmet off, that's the tough part. He's done it now. Earpieces out, hat on. Do you want a drink first? You can do your drink, we'll let you have that. Because that was a tough race in the heat for Dylan. He's done it, he's had a win. I was saying as you got out of the car, all these air miles to come to Chennai year after year, and it's finally come good for a win. Well done.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Pretty good way to end the weekend, because it was like, I don't know, just a bit frustrating earlier on. Yeah, we were getting podiums. I really wanted to push Michelangelo this weekend, but he's done a ripper job. So just, yeah, to end it on this note, yeah, I'm really happy.
And there's something good, nice, almost fitting about the fact that for all your support of the championship, you've had a win this year at each of the venues that you've been to for so many years as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just that. It's like all the boys that help you. Les has been with me for a long time. Danny's been a superstar, so they would have killed me if I didn't win this one. So, yeah.
They agree.
Yeah, and I would have probably been pretty upset at myself. So I'm just over the moon and ready for a boogie tonight.
You're making the point earlier in the weekend that you don't have a massive budget for your racing. So what happens for the rest of the season now then?
I wish I could tell you. I've got to sort it out. There's a few things I'm working on. I'll go back home to Australia, and yeah, we'll see what we can do. Nothing I can announce right now, but you know, I'm not even thinking about that right now. I'm just happy.
Well done. It's been great to see you doing so well this weekend. Well done. Dylan Young then, the race winner. Let's go and find Valdemar Eriksson next, because he's making his way up onto the top step of the podium. And he's been here for so many years. He's watched other people stand there. Now he can do the leap and make his way to the top step. That means an awful lot to Dylan. It really does. And it's great to see Dylan Young taking a race win here. So then the very happy Valdemar Eriksson taking second spot. And there for the winner, biggest trophy of the lot, Dylan Young. Yes, done it. That's for you guys, he said. But that means a huge amount to Dylan Young. All that effort.